This program is intended for an adult audience. It may contain coarse language, sexual material, nudity and violence.
Hello, welcome back to You Late. I'm joined on the couch now by a man whose fortunes don't appear to have turned just yet. It's
hey,
Tim
buddy.
Batt. And,
don't let the rubbish bag fool you. I'm doing all right at the moment, man. Things are looking up. But I wore this because I felt like my community liaison officer told me the sad news today. About the station, about here.
I was actually hoping to keep that under the radar. I have obviously said some slightly untoward things to you before, and I appreciate the gesture.
Yeah, I wanted to come in something a little somber just to sort of set the tone. Suits were a little hard to come by on such short notice, you know, how it is.
I know. So, yeah, man, thanks a lot. We're not...
This is me.
You know, it means a lot to see you going to a little bit of effort.
Should I take it off? Should I take it off? I think I should take it off. I feel like it's just going to be loud and a bit of a distraction.
I'll pull your mic down. What are you wearing underneath, just before we go commit to this?
And stuff now, mate. Things are looking up.
Wow.
I'll tell you what I did, Tim. And Guy. Mainly Guy. A little bit Tim. Tell you what I did. Jesus. Is, you know how I've been facing my fears recently of cats and flying?
No.
Well, I started walking a bunch of neighbours' cats, and they pay me for that. So with the money, I bought some slacks, and I've got this T-shirt from the Sallies for $1.
Still calling them slacks, but that's okay. And you walk cats.
Yeah.
Unconventional, right up there with reviewing toilets.
People will pay you for that, though.
It's feedback here from Papa Patel and Longburn.
Good to hear from you,
like
Papa.
A crackhead.
Great to hear from you. Is your profile pic taken in your bed?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Where Papa Patel does most of his,
man.
Facebooking.
I have to be honest, sleep hasn't been high on the agenda recently.
Oh, wow.
Ever since I found out that the station's going down, I've been brainstorming some ideas for how we can keep the station afloat. Do you want to hear them?
Yeah, I guess.
Do you want to hear them?
Yeah, always.
I've got some good ideas. So firstly, bake sale, which I'd be more than happy to help out with.
No.
Hygiene, always an issue with food.
Yeah.
Just got to keep hygiene on the...
Here was my second idea. We're going to invest in Z Energy.
Okay.
Someone just told me that. I don't know what it means.
What are we going to invest? Where's the capital?
Here's what we'll do. We'll rob a Z and then invest it in Z Energy.
That's right, that way we're giving back. You've got to take money to spend. You've got to take money to spend
delicious.
money. Khan Mitchell of Warsaw is saying, do you wear rubbish bags at funerals? Hashtag shabby chic.
Yeah, if the occasion called for black clothing, and at the moment I'm not made of suits. We're not made of suits.
Not yet, but you are wearing... Pants and a T-shirt. So these are exciting times. Look, obviously it's a lot of fun to shoot the breeze with you before...
Do you want to hear some more ideas? Here they are.
Okay.
We're going to start a competing company to Mighty River Power, and we're going to call it Weak River Power. And what it's going to focus on is moderate water supplies so that it doesn't, you know, ruin the country.
Yeah. That's
a good idea, right?
I'm on board with that.
Weak River Power.
I'm really
so it's a tick for that one?
Yeah.
And I had $1 million idea today. Do you want to hear it?
Yes.
This one will blow you
I
away.
don't think it matters if we say no, really, does it?
We're starting a T-shirt company.
Okay. I'll shake on that after the show.
Cool.
When we talk about it in private.
Hey, do you want to know what loo I reviewed?
Yes.
So, in an effort, because my community liaison officer has taken an interest in me sorting out some issues.
If you just give them a name, you can just call them by their name from now on.
Greg.
Your community liaison officer, Greg.
Greg has taken a keen interest in seeing me sort through some stuff. So he's thrown his own money at some things in a bit of a moderate term loan. And he's the one who got me onto the cat walking as well. And he's paid for a few flights recently. So I went back down to Wellington.
Just quickly, how much of your cat walking money is Greg taking? Because that's your work. You should be keeping all of that money.
No. He just takes half of it so that it's the interest is all paid. That's all he's taking. I get half of it though.
But you're doing all of the work. How many cats does Greg walk?
He got me but it was like, he gave me the idea of it, so he should get half.
I don't know if you can charge for that.
I don't know. Sorry.
Is this guy registered with like the courts as a genuine community service liaison officer, and he's not just a guy you met in your Grafton Bridge?
I just kind of took him that as weird.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like a community liaison officer at all, does it?
But what is a community liaison officer?
Well, I mean, these are the questions you probably have to ask before you give Greg half your bloody cat walking money.
But Greg gave me money to face my fears of cats and flights. So I went down to Wellington again, and I had heard a lot on the internet about the toilets at Coastlands Paraparamu. And so I decided to take a little look for myself.
Oh, wow. This is exciting. A mall toilet. So Tim, as always, you've got your 5 different criteria.
5 criteria that never change every week, and each criteria is scored out of 5. So each toilet can potentially get 25 points if it really blows me away. Hasn't happened yet. Hasn't happened yet, but it might today. And those categories are, of course, shopping, elbow room, security, hand drying, and Wi-Fi.
There's only 2 of those that I heard before. 3 of those you've literally...
Every week
you've made up on the
every single week.
There's nothing written on that piece of paper. It's an empty piece of paper.
Let's look at some photos.
You can't see that, can you? I've ruined it. The whole illusion of television is gone. Okay, 5
honestly
criteria.
I don't know what you're talking about. Neither does anyone else. So first of all, shopping. Didn't have a photo for this one, but we're in a mall, mate. Look at all the people in the stores and stuff.
So the
You're in such close proximity to any product you could possibly want. There's a pack and save right across the way. There's a countdown, I think it was a countdown, built inside of it.
I've never seen you giving toilets points for the amenities around it before. Why does this mall get an exception?
Every week, bro.
That's,
every week.
Now I think about it a little bit harder every week.
So 3 out of 5 for shopping, because you can't buy stuff while you're in the toilet.
Sure.
But it was pretty close.
You could have, if you have Wi-Fi, you could buy online, couldn't you?
Well, we haven't gotten to that yet, have we?
No, I
Guy
wait
Montgomery.
with bated breath.
This is why you guys are going out of business. Attention to detail.
Yeah.
And don't worry, because we're starting a T-shirt company. It's going to be great. We're going to bring it back, everyone. Now, elbow room.
Yeah, so we're going to...
Holy crap, I was blown away. So much room in this place. I didn't know what to do with it. In fact, I didn't know what to do with it. I did a cartwheel in there.
In the cubicle?
Not in the cubicle, in this bit.
So you're grading a huge room on how much elbow room it provides you with. This is, even by your standards, this is absolutely shambolic, Tim. Elbow room?
Yeah.
Really?
What do you mean? Why is that shambolic?
What about toilet brush? What about ply? What about, you know, the founding reasons you did the toilet review? Elbow room.
You're losing your grip on reality, mate. Elbow room's a very important criteria to assess a bathroom by. It feeds into things like feng shui, my comfortability. Can I stretch my legs out when I'm taking a dump?
You used to... Yeah, elbow room. What'd you give it then? You did a cartwheel. You were cartwheeling your way to what?
Here's what I gave it. 5 out of 5.
Whoa,
Perfect
no
score.
way.
So much room. So much goddamn room.
Awesome.
It was great.
Great.
I apologise for blaspheming. Security is always an important criteria in the bathroom. You don't want to be interrupted when you're doing your business. And look at that. A fully secured lock there, which didn't look tampered with. It didn't look vandalised. Both screws are still firmly in place.
Fill me with confidence, though. It looks like it could be a little bit short, and you could, if someone gave it a good jolt, they could...
Well, that's why it didn't get a perfect 5, but it still got, I think, a quite solid 3.5 out of 5.
It's not bad.
Wow.
Not bad.
That's like a B+, I think.
That's the first one, I think, which I've found relevant to the actual toilet experience.
They're all important. They're all important. Let's bring up some more photos, shall we, Mr.
Yes,
Lamborn?
we'll bring up this one here.
So as we can see, everything's catered for here. I can't imagine a situation that would require more than that amount of toilet paper. Can you?
A couple of dinners in Mexico in the past.
Fire sale, the pack and save.
Unless you were making some sort of toilet paper man.
Any form of discounts at the mall, which will drive a lot of punters to the mall.
Now, I like to always cast my eye across the flushing mechanism. It's a classic. Does the job.
But this is, you're doing hand drying. Why
We'll get there, mate.
Okay.
This is accoutrement. This is the bit around the main criteria.
We tell you every week, we say just bring in exactly what you need. Nothing more, nothing
I know,
less.
but it's
you bring in
so
accoutrement,
boring.
you bring in feng shui. It's not...
Fine, next photo.
Well, no, you got to give it a... Ah, here we go.
Okay, here's the thing about the Paraparamu Coastlands toilets. The name of the game, ladies and gentlemen, is choice. Hand drying, take your goddamn pick, because they got a Dyson Airblade in there. The pinnacle.
Go back to the first one. What does insert your hands here mean? What's that? Is that for kids? Or is that
You know what?
pointing
I
to the
can't
Dyson?
remember. I thought that's where you put the paper towels when you were done.
That's a pretty seedy looking hole.
There wasn't a hand dryer in there.
Is that a glory hole? Is that our first ever glory hole on the Revue?
No, but they're
I
definitely...
don't think there'd be a glory hole
mandated
with
hole.
a public sticker saying insert.
That doesn't look like council certified language. I think someone just made a sort of
Tim Batt's been
a
in the
lo-fi
bathroom
glory hole.
putting up his insert hands here stickers again.
Now, in my experience, when I have seen glory holes, and I don't usually bring the pictures in here, you wouldn't have a printed typeface and sticker like that.
That's true.
It's scrawled. There's often spelling errors. It'll be in Vivid or sometimes
Sharpie.
spray paint. Sharpie.
So what are we looking at? We're looking at
I've seen Twink.
Yeah.
I've seen someone scratch it into a wood paneling
Yeah, I've seen
with either a bottle or perhaps a compass.
Oh, you
If
saw
you're
that one as well, the
student.
compass one. Yeah, that was an interesting
I don't
one.
think that's a glory hole, but I am
Okay.
baffled as to what it is. I might have to go back down to Wellington to investigate. Part 2.
You should. So the hand drying though, what did it get?
Oh,
I guess
mate.
with the Dyson and the towels.
Guess what I got?
4. I don't know. You just pick an arbitrary number. 4.5, 5.
Perfect score, ladies and
Oh.
gentlemen. Hand drying got 5 out of 5.
Oh.
Because you can't beat that. Oh, I'm a little concerned about the erroneous report that I announced on your show several weeks ago saying that the amount of bacteria in your hands actually increases in a hand dryer. Use the towels.
Bang.
Oh, no, but wait, Tim, I'm a big fan of technology and want to be on the cutting edge when I'm drying my hands after I take a dump. Well, guess what, friend? We've got a Dyson Airblade that'll cater for you.
That is beautiful.
All bases are covered.
I guess this is one thing. It's very rare that we get genuine points of interest here. I find this with a lot of public toilets. You dry your hands, you clean your hands, you dry your hands, and then on the way out, it's always a pull. It's a pull door.
Yeah.
And I always think, would it not make more sense to pull the door out on the way in and have a push door going out, so you don't get the germs back on your hands?
You know what I'd like to see? Some Western-style saloon doors that you can simply walk through and they'll go dip, 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 but they'll go both ways.
You know, the airport doesn't have
I
airport doesn't have doors because you got your luggage with you, so you can't just go on that like maze entry.
Yeah.
That's also another good option.
Also, in some sort of futuristic world where we live, I've noticed a lot of bathrooms now implementing technology where you just put your hands under and the sensor finds out that your hand's there, pushes the water down.
Yeah.
The toilet does the same thing, just flushes when you leave. Why can't we get some sort of sensor on the door that will just open when it sees you coming? You know what I'm saying?
Eminem Jen, always with some input here.
Well, she's right.
But
You can't argue with that. Yeah, and once again, Khan, you're also correct.
Dyson feels so cool. So, hand
Now,
drying, 5 out of 5.
Perfect
What's next?
score, Wi-Fi. To cut a long story short, I'm going to give these guys a 2 out of 5 because whilst there was not Wi-Fi accessible within the bathroom itself, and I know I'm getting technical now, within the mall, so I'm talking stone's throw from the stalls, there was both a BNZ and a Robert Harris. They will both give you Wi-Fi.
So, were you doing a bit of tethering, downloading, anything
Torrenting.
exciting?
Yeah, but I had to leave the stall to do it before I was doing the torrenting.
So, do they get points for that?
They get a 2.
Where does that leave the overall score?
18.5 out of
Ooh.
25.
Now, is
a
that-
bloody good score.
Is that the highest we've ever had?
No.
Okay.
No, not yet. But we're going to be reviewing because, of course, we're going to have to shunt the George Michael Toilet of the Year awards a little bit closer than
Forward, yeah.
Christmas because of some unpleasantness that's happening at the station vis-a-vis the
Quid pro
dream
quo.
Really hammering that
is
point.
dying.
Episode
The
facto.
dream's alive. The dream's got another 5
I'm
weeks.
really bummed out about this, guys. Can I just say that? Can I take this opportunity to say I'm bummed out about this?
Hey, that's okay, man. But, I mean, you're wearing pants, you got a T-shirt, you're hugging me. So things can't be going too bad. Thanks so much for coming on the show, Tim Batt. We're going to go to a quick break. Stick around. Afterwards, it's time for Michel Gondry Music Week.
Hold me.
You love it.